How's it going, everybody? Finally got my trail gear pump in. So this is the pump that I'm going to be replacing with my PSE pump. So this is a Toyota style pump, very similar to the one that I have in the truck from my buddy. So we are going to go ahead and dry fit all this. So these two pumps, this is the PSE version of the TC style pump. And then this is the Trail Gear TC style. So there are a few differences in the way that they are designed, so that it's not just an exact remake or reman of the PSE or a factory TC pump. The way that these ribs are made, this back hole that's actually threaded is not a fully ribbed piece. Like this is a fully ribbed piece, but it was only threaded partway through. But they do both have complete through holes, and they are set up completely identical, just a few minor changes. So this is supposed to be like the bad boy pump for hydro assist steering. This old one, which is I don't know the exact name for this style pump. I know I always say it wrong, but this puts out 1600 psi. This will put out 1650. This is supposed to be a little bit more durable than that style pump and PSE in general, from what I'm hearing. So this is all trial and error on my part. So this is all testing and seeing what works for me. So one thing that I just found out is that the fittings are the exact same on this, which is a really good sign. I might not have to make new hoses. The only reason I'll have to make new hoses is because mine are the crimp fitting style, and I'll show you that. So mine are a one-piece hose. Mine are a crimp fit style hose, so they're not the slip lock style. So I actually had these hoses made for the fitment that I needed, but that was before I added the cooler for the steering. So it's kind of hard to twist these in a different orientation than what they were crimped to. So I'm gonna have to set the pump in there, the bracket and everything, and see if I can rotate the fittings to fit. So another thing I realized is this pulley isn't gonna work. And yes, I know this pulley is intended to go this way, but even if this pulley did work, I would have to space that pump way out. So I have my buddy Jake on his way with a pulley out of a Cherokee or TJ, so pulley for a 4.0 because it's the same style pulley, hopefully. And if it's set up correctly, I should be able to flip it and hopefully get the offset that I need. If I have to space this pump back, I will. So I'm waiting on him for that pulley, and then we will figure out how I'm gonna go ahead and mount this. All right, so Jake came by, brought me the pulley. Comparative to the old one, this is a 6-inch pulley, and this is a 5 1/4 inch pulley. So it's a little bit smaller, but this should work perfectly fine, and it does fit. I have pressed it on. So what I've done, I notched out a little bit more than what I needed, but I was able to capture these two holes, and I will be getting a different bolt for this side because this sticks out and I have some washers stacked. But this is all for test fit. This is a 6 rib pulley versus a 7 rib pulley, but I do have a 6 rib pulley belt on the truck right now because of the fact is they didn't have a 7 rib pulley in the length that I needed. So now I'll have to get a different size belt, and I'll get it in a 6 rib again, hopefully. And then this should all work perfectly fine. All right, so this is with it all bolted up. Everything's in there. The pulley is sitting pretty level and in line. It is almost completely bottomed out with like a 32nd of an inch. So you see down here that I have my pressure fitting and my supply fitting. So my pressure line is here, so I'm going to need to maneuver my lines a little bit, and then this is my feed, which I should be able to drop down underneath everything and connect directly to there. But for my pressure up underneath here, I need to be able to twist my line around, because right now you can see down there that it's facing backwards. I'm going to loosen that up, flip that around so the line comes out and up. All right, got all my hoses ran. Everything is very tight, but I am able to reuse my old hoses. Coda's out here just running around. But everything is looking good. The hoses are, I'm able to route them a little bit away from the exhaust, where before my feed hose was actually resting almost right on top of here. So that's actually better than what I thought it would actually be. Just as I thought, I'm gonna need to get a smaller belt for the difference of the pulley and a little bit of the position of the pump itself. So I'll probably have to go buy a few belts and test fit some. So I'm gonna go ahead and run to the store and grab some belts and get this thing fucking finished up. Well, the trail gear pump is in, got a belt on, and this pump is kicking ass. Now that's all done, it's time to go wheeling. Well, this trail gear pump is honestly pretty impressive. I've never had this kind of pressure at idle. So we're gonna go ahead and go hit Elby and test her out. So stay tuned for the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, stay off-road.